Uh-oh.
Do we know the episode? I haven't started the timer, so it's not officially playing yet.
I'll know in a jiffy.
I gotta finish this booze first before we have our other alcohol.
You know, I was going to pre-drink, but I was like, Dana said he was busy. He must have been out, so I won't pre-drink. And, of course, that was the wrong thing to do.
TikiCon.
Did you go to TikiCon?
When I went to this one.
This is episode 28.
Episode 28. We can now hit this button. Boom. 30 minutes. Episode 28. Welcome to Down the Cabana Hole. Ooh, episode 28.
28.
Okay, I gotta finish this.
Hurry up and finish that. While I introduce Dunedin,
our sponsor.
Our sponsor of the
Boys
day.
and girls.
It's a Scottish rum. Thank you, Rita. We love you, Rita. This was excellent. And I think I drank mine over here.
I have no idea.
Because I don't have it anymore. So I'm pretty sure I drank it over here. So, sweet.
Nice. Pour away, my friend. And this right here is something I just made up. That's rum and a few other ingredients. Because I had a different friend over earlier. And so before this was the wine from dinner.
Ah, jeez.
Then I had a couple of these. And
So
now
he'll be a little toasty tonight towards the end here, I'm sure. I'll just make sure he has 2 or 3 of these and then he'll be good to go. We'll see how much of a Trump train we get tonight.
wow, kicking it off. Man, I should wash some water down my throat first.
Delicious.
That is very annoying.
That is. However,
It destroys the tropical vibe in my cabana. I do not like people doing that down that street over there.
oh, jeez, work. I'm getting work IMs right now. I will ignore it. Yeah, it's delicious.
Let me. So here's the thing.
Okay, here's the thing.
There's got to be a way to invent this. Someone out there, please do this for me.
Okay.
As we know, sound is in waves, right?
Yeah.
Well, with everything, you can, like a wave of water and a wave of sound, you can buffer it with another wave. There's got to be a way to have like speakers that pump out not a sound that you can hear, but some kind of wave that kills the sound waves coming in.
Well, it would be like the opposite, the cancellation of it, right? That's what noise canceling headphones do.
Is that what they do?
Well,
I thought they just plug your ears.
Well, they're good at the constant vibration, right? So like when you're on an airplane and you turn it off and the noise goes way down.
I wouldn't know because I don't spend the kind of money you big spenders spend to get noise.
Thank you, Intel. Yeah, so that's how they work.
So that would be good to have here at the cabana. Some speakers that
would need,
pump out that way.
But the problem is you would need like a full circular input. So the sound coming in would be caught by that, and then there would be you'd have to have it out like far enough to where the millisecond delay between the input and the output reached you.
I don't know what that means.
Right, because sound travels at a certain speed.
No, but I'm saying here's a wave of sound.
I know
and
what
this
you're
wave
saying.
of sound goes boom.
I know what you're saying.
Pushes it back.
It wouldn't push it back.
Should.
But the wave would come in, it would hit your device, that device would read it and output the canceling frequencies.
Is that how that works?
To make it 0.
Oh.
Right? But again, like, sound travels at a certain speed. So you'd have to have your detection device everywhere and out far enough.
Or facing that way, because that's where all the noise comes in.
So point in the direction in which it comes from 170th and it comes from Farmington. So you'd have to have...
Yeah, but 170th is the main one.
No, I think it's Farmington.
Really?
All those cars that are going...
I hear it down here all the time.
I hear it on Farmington all the time.
Oh, wow. So
Maybe it's just my relative...
So I need 2 sound devices.
Yeah. But again, like, it travels fast and in all directions. So you'd have to pick, like, a location far enough away from where you are to where the sound coming in and the sound coming out has enough time to catch it and cancel it. You couldn't have it right here. You'd miss it. You'd have to have it like at the street or something.
What about where all my speakers are?
Maybe if you were in the bar, but if you were standing by the speaker, it probably wouldn't work.
Oh, man.
Right? You just
Still,
need a
there's
cone of
gotta be a
silence.
way-
You just need a cone of silence.
Exactly.
Yeah. Speaking of inventions,
Okay, inventions.
one of the best inventions ever is my belt. And so, because your belt
No.
is always messing up here.
No, actually, I've got. See, those are my.
Yeah, I know, but you got to rip them out. This is the best.
I can't rip this out.
Oh, this is the best.
And this is too thin of a. Well, not that one.
It is not too thin.
Oh, that one's. Wait a minute. This has belt loops outside of the built-in belt. It's like clap on, clap off.
It's a magnet belt. It is the best belt I've ever owned in my life. Except, no. Look. Like this.
You have to be smarter. What? Wait, what?
Push.
Oh. Yeah, because my belly's pulling it like this.
Yeah. And.
So then it won't. Yeah, see, look, you can't open it.
Yeah.
If I push it in, now try to pull on it.
Yeah.
Boom!
And look at this.
This is cool.
So, the way that you change it is you push in on this to change the sizing. You push in on this. Oh, it's really difficult.
They always
And
are
then
at
you-
first. Yeah, I've done that before. I'm not that stupid.
It stays on the inside, so you never have a piece of your belt falling out.
Yeah.
So there you go, my friend.
Let's try this out here. Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Everybody needs a quality belt. And that belt on this bench, the worst.
Not this guy. It's my khaki pants. This thing has just gotten really loose.
Well, anyways, I bought this. I bought one for my brother. I bought one for my dad.
Which side is up? This side is up.
No, this side.
This side?
Yeah. So
that goes down?
Yeah.
Okay.
I bought one for my brother. I bought one for my dad. I bought one for Dale. Now I bought one for you. Bibby has one.
And
I love these.
What's amazing is I've just discovered there are belt loops on the outside of this that has a built-in belt, which makes no sense except for
they know their belt sucks.
Exactly.
It might not be fit for you yet. You might have to alter it.
I'll figure it out.
But
Just relax. But I appreciate this very much. This is cool.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, see, it's way too big.
Nice.
But there you go.
That is so cool. Okay. I'll work on this. What's the next thing?
Did you hear? So I have a couple of topics.
Okay.
Did you hear about the foreign app made by the U.S. government?
Foreign app.
Yeah, so there's an app on a phone made for countries in which tons of immigrants come from over the border.
Oh yeah.
You heard about that app?
For claiming asylum and that kind of stuff.
Well, yeah, you claim asylum,
Right.
right? And they send you a ticket.
Which is the way they were able to say, see, we're not getting near as many
Yes.
people crossing the
But
border.
Did you know that they were sending them to the airport and flying them to random cities?
Hundreds of thousands, yeah.
Hundreds of thousands.
Yeah. Yeah, that's your tax dollars hard at work.
Seriously?
Oh, but Biden's a sweet old man. He's just so kind.
Yeah.
You know, here's the funny thing.
I'm not on board with that.
I know Trump is an asshole, but here's the funny thing. I have a friend who would always say Trump is fascist. He's fascist when he was president, because he locked journalists up. Oh wait, no, he didn't. He, all of this stuff. What are you doing?
Somebody just tried to call me from work.
Oh man, better get that. We'll pause.
Can we pause?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm still trying to work his belt.
Get your ass.
Boom! Look at this.
Yeah, nice.
It's tight. I can't even breathe.
Well, then you should loosen it. But it looks good on you, man.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
So where were we?
Well, we talked about the.
Yeah, Trump is a fascist.
Yeah. You were telling me about that.
And yet, you keep seeing things right now that are going on that are pretty fascistic.
Well, and I saw this meme today.
Trump never locked up any journalists.
Yeah. I saw this meme today that said, I'm going to screw it up. I always screw these up. It said something to the effect of, oh, your feelings getting hurt. What was it? Your feelings getting hurt. Oh, damn it. I can't remember.
Your feelings getting hurt
No, like
are like my...
No, it wasn't that. It wasn't what you're thinking. It was the
I was about to use the word poop.
The second portion of it was, that's like being shamed into not saying something because it will hurt someone's feelings.
Speaking of shamed,
Right.
I don't know if you ever have listened to or seen Megyn Kelly.
Megyn Kelly.
Oh,
I
obviously
feel
not.
like I know her name.
Well, I guess some deal happened. I heard it on the radio.
Is she on like the Regis and Kelly?
No.
No. That's not her. Megyn Kelly's
Wait, we might have to re-edit this. Am I talking about the right person? Because now you got me confused. Hold on.
No, that's Regis and Kelly. But that's, I don't
No,
think
that's Regis
Megyn.
and Philbin.
Megyn Kelly? Was she on Fox News?
She used to be.
Yeah.
She does her own deal now.
Is she on Blaze now?
No. Here's the thing. Which there's another Cabana Hole, is we talked about this last time. Mm-hmm. If you're with any kind of an organization, corporation, network, I don't trust you. If you're an independent journalist, I trust you. Now, there are independent journalists that are bad, but at least you can kind of sift through things.
Sure.
So she just laid into Stephanopoulos, who was, I guess, trying to corner this one lady that she said she endorses Trump, and he's like, well, Trump, was found guilty of rape and this and that and the other by a jury, and how can you square that up since she was a victim of rape?
Wow.
And so she laid into him about shaming her. Well, Megyn Kelly, oh man, I would like to see her talk to Stephanopoulos, because she pointed out all the times Stephanopoulos did that to all of the girls that Clinton molested and raped.
And didn't say shit about.
No, he was along with Carville, that bald-headed lizard dude.
Okay.
He was all about shaming them, ridiculing them, and making sure that they do not prevent him from becoming president. That's what Stephanopoulos was doing. Megyn Kelly really was on it. She was pissed. You have to watch that.
So it
was pretty funny.
That's a very good point. Now, I would say if Stephanopoulos had not done that, mm-hmm. right, or if I asked the question, hey, please explain to me how, as a rape victim, you could support someone who was convicted of rape.
Exactly. There's nothing wrong with that.
Because there's got to be a good reason why you would overcome that, right? So tell me what that is,
right.
Because I think those are probably some really good points on why people should vote for him.
Right.
But if you're just doing it just to be a dick.
That's what he was doing. He was doing it because he has no dick.
His name is Stephanopoulos.
Right. But here's the other thing. Turns out that what he said was actually not true. And so what would be funny is Trump just might sue his ass.
He should.
He could. He should. Because that's not what he was convicted of by a jury not of his peers.
Well, who are his peers? I mean...
Loudmouth assholes.
Yeah. You want to know the funniest thing I listened to all week?
What?
Kid Rock, Caping Up for Trump. Which, It just sounded weird, but I mean, it seems like a very Kid Rock thing to do. But the other, it's not funny, but it just didn't seem like it went. Kid Rock declaring his
got slapped
love for Jesus.
Oh, that's funny.
It's not funny, like haha funny.
No,
but
I
like
know.
when you think of Kid Rock,
you don't think of that.
You don't think of that. But
Right.
he was very serious. He was like telling Joe Rogan, maybe my pastor should meet you. I can bring you to Jesus.
Oh wow!
Like it was very.
Here's to bringing you to Jesus. You saw him. He clicked the glass.
Yeah.
He's coming to Jesus.
Well, I've already come to there must be a God because of intelligent design.
There is a God.
That's about as far as I'm willing to.
I know.
You know.
Little by little, wear him down. Although Jesus was not really into wearing people down.
So, anyways, I thought that was. I don't know what the right word is for that.
It's interesting.
Yeah, but interesting doesn't really do it justice.
No.
Because it was very...
when have I ever done anybody justice?
That's true. I mean, you did push your wife down the stairs in her wheelchair in Hawaii.
Her.
Because you didn't want to push her up anymore. I know she doesn't watch this after 2 minutes, so...
Yeah, we can talk all kinds of trash about Julie.
Yeah, so I thought... it wasn't, like, interesting is the wrong word. Like, it was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like, just unapologetic.
Right.
Like, I believe.
Right.
And for someone who, like, again, we've talked about, for someone, like, who doesn't have that feeling, right? Like, that faith feeling.
I don't have that feeling deep inside of me.
There's Cabana Man's next song. Anyways,
Cabana
it's just,
Man,
you know...
he's wasted time.
It's kind of a...
Okay.
I don't know how to explain
No.
it.
Here, I'll explain it.
Okay.
It's the difference between someone just like a politician just saying whatever versus somebody who is being open and honest about who they are. And that's refreshing.
Refreshing. That's a good word. It's refreshing. There it is.
I am refreshed. No, wait, that wasn't it.
But
I'm not
it's kind of refreshing in a kind of a cool way.
I just realized the heater is on out there. I'm going to go turn it off.
Well, I don't even know why you were turning it on.
Because I was cold and I was waiting for you to show up and then you showed
I
up.
told you 3 minutes. And I showed up in 3 minutes because I'm on time. Or early.
Anyhow, it is refreshing. Now, and this is something that Julie and I were talking about, not just very recently. Back to kind of what I was saying, politicians, they're hypocrites because they'll say one thing. Oh, okay. Here's another
Rabbit hole. Rabbit hole.
I think the Republicans blew it. What they should have done on, whenever a president gives his State of the Union speech, the other party gives their kind of rebuttal, whatever.
Do they?
No, yeah, they do.
Really?
Have you never watched it?
No.
Anyhow, regardless.
Why would I waste my time with a pocket full of lies?
There's a good point in that.
Why would I waste my time? I'll just let Mike Baker tell me what's
Here's
important.
where the Republicans really dropped the ball. It would have been hilarious because several guys I listened to on the radio, they played back when George, is it H.W.?
H.W.?
G.W.'s daddy.
Yeah.
Well, when he gave a State of the Union, guess who gave the rebuttal?
Bill Clinton?
Joe Biden.
Oh, really?
Senator Joe Biden. And what they could have done is played what he said as the rebuttal to
what
George.
he just said.
Yes! That would have been stellar!
Oh, that would have been...
Because it was everything opposite to what he says now. Everything opposite.
Well...
Now, here's why I thought of that.
Okay.
Is because I'm fine with somebody changing their views.
Okay.
That's fine. I've changed my views about a lot of things.
Okay.
I think you're a nice guy.
I used to be an asshole. Or just a bad neighbor. I never mow my lawn.
No,
so I'm sure
you're
that...
not- Okay, when he cut down his trees, I wept.
Well, listen.
Hey, I'm from Eugene.
Did you like the pitch all over your cars?
I don't care. They weren't on. They weren't on my cars.
Exactly. I would have been happy to just move them over to your house.
Anyhow, but what I love is I love seeing interviews of people who say, well, okay, you used to think this way, but now you think this way. Why? And hearing them explain why. That's very informative.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. People should do that more.
But instead, politicians, Republican and Democrat, it does not matter, and independent, they go, well, you see, when I was like, and they just kind of talk.
And what they really mean is, my constituents want it that way, so it doesn't really matter what I think.
Exactly.
I'm going to take
Exactly.
the dollars.
I am not a person of principles.
Yeah.
I
want to stay in power.
I'm a weenie of weasels.
Well, but here's the thing, right?
Boy, this is very political tonight. It just jumped right in.
Well, because I
Like,
said the Trump train is back on the... Because I
pool
heard
of
that. So I heard that. After he won, after, like, Nikki Haley dropped out,
Yeah.
I can't remember who. Someone on my Facebook feed that I'm friends with, like, posted a meme that said, the Trump train is back on the tracks. Woo, woo, right? And so it's just, stuck in my head. But here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
If you always wanted to serve the public, like, I think, maybe not today, but in recent history, people who went into office,
Back in the day.
like, did it with a reason.
Right.
Like, I want to affect change, or I want to be a good steward of my community, or I think that I can do good here.
I think things are run wrong. I'm going to jump in and try to straighten this.
Correct. Now, you're in there, so let's say it's someone like Joe Biden, right? You're in there, and maybe you had some ideas, and people agreed with your ideas back then, and you want to keep your... But now everybody's telling you, well, that's not the way to think, and so you want to keep your job, so you just say, okay. Like...
I call that spineless.
But so you're just going to quit your job?
Yeah, I would. I honestly believe that I would. That if somebody tells me you got to start doing it this way and it goes against my core, I'm gonna quit. I'm not gonna. Oh man. Speaking of, there's a certain employee that no longer works for me.
Who?
I shouldn't say on camera. Okay.
Well, just delete it. Just delete that part.
Okay. I had to fire him.
What happened?
Again, he calls it like 2 to 7 and says, I just woke up. It's like, dude, I've given you chance after chance after chance.
What are you going to do?
And I can't anymore, so, sorry.
R.I.P.
Oh yeah, this isn't on there.
Yeah, R.I.P.
And the thing is, I
sucks.
do really like him. He's a great guy. He's a very nice guy. I think he's going through some rough stuff. But the thing is, I'm not his mommy.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm an employer. I've got a business to run.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's a good,
I'm going to be like my brother by the end of tonight.
Well, how's that, drunk?
Yeah, point
Well,
3.
maybe you should...
Point 3!
You knew this was happening. You should have laid off the wine at dinner.
Hey!
Hey!
I got food to eat and it requires wine.
Really?
Yes.
My dinner didn't require wine.
That's because you're a loser. And I had a friend here and we're talking music, so I got a drink.
But you knew he was coming.
Because
You even told me, oh, it's going to be late tonight because I need something to do. Okay. I held out. Alcoholic.
I'm not an
Functioning.
Thank you. Highly. No, never mind.
I see how much your truck is in that driveway every day. Oh, man, that's too bad.
I know, because I honestly do really...
Oh, this is what I was going to say. Like, it's easy for, like, a big corporation that has like thousands and thousands and thousands of employees.
We should rename this the ADD show.
Well, if you wouldn't have interrupted me, like, it's easy for those people to, give some leniency to people that are struggling, right?
Yes.
And even provide them some help.
Yeah.
But when you've got 7 people and shit to get done, sorry, man.
Yeah.
You ain't in that.
Yeah.
But that's unfortunate.
So now
who knows?
I'm meeting someone tomorrow.
Maybe
hiring.
he'll be on the Ronnie train.
He'll be what?
On the Ronnie train.
Oh no! I don't want that. I don't wish that on anyone.
No, I mean like coming back.
Oh
fired,
yeah.
Coming back. Maybe.
I thought you meant the whole drugs and rehab.
No, the employment Ronnie train. With you.
Right.
Maybe.
Well, I will stay in touch because I do care about him.
You'll go on vacation, and Jason will be like, "What the fuck am I gonna do?" And you're gonna call it bone up.
I'm meeting someone tomorrow.
Oh, cool.
I gotta edit all this out. It sucks.
Well, we'll have to extend for 10 minutes.
No, we don't. People don't watch this all the way to the end. But he actually did some ground cleanup for us once, a long time ago. I never met him. Jason had him there helping out on the ground.
How old is he?
25.
Oh, okay.
Something like that, right in that area.
Interesting.
And I guess he's very fit, very buff. He does deliveries, so he's legit. He's got a clean record, driving record. That's very important.
No more Mercedes out front.
No,
Man.
no, it's too bad. That is too bad. Yeah. But doggone it, how many times do you say, okay, but one more time, and you gotta go.
Well, you can only say it one more time so many times before people stop believing you.
And then
it affects
everybody, exactly.
And the other thing is,
that's why I told all the other employees that I killed them.
well, but it's true. Like, every manager that I've had that performance managed people out, I respected way more than those managers who just let people slack. Because it's too much effort to do something.
Right.
Right? So,
I mean, yeah. I just... Because I wrestle with that because I care about him.
but
As a person. But I also have a business to run. And I can't just wait around for someone to show up.
and I remember listening to Gary Vee. He said something interesting.
Gary Vee.
Yeah, he's like a...
Who is this guy you're podcasting?
No, I don't actually listen to any podcast. He has a huge internet presence, but I don't...
An internet presence. I have an internet presence.
No, like, he has millions of followers.
Oh, well, that,
He's like
that rules me out.
So he came from Ukraine, I think. Some Eastern...
Oh,
no,
okay.
Stop. His parents owned a liquor store.
Of course, because
Okay.
he's Ukrainian.
Okay? And when he was in school, they were poor.
Was that your chair or was that
It was
you?
my chair. That is my...
I don't believe it.
Okay, well, whatever. Don't
Okay.
care. They can't smell it.
Okay.
And his story is like he had to work in his father's liquor store, and he was really poor, and like he wanted a Jets jersey, and they didn't have money for a Jets jersey, so his mom knitted him one,
Aww.
and that drove him to want to buy the New York Jets. Okay. And so he took his dad's liquor store when it was his turn to run it. He turned it into a powerhouse. And when the internet started, he started selling wine online. Wine Library is his place. And he made
Really?
millions of dollars. Like, he took this little tiny liquor store and turned it into a behemoth.
Wow.
Then he started a media company because he knows a lot how to sell, right? So he started an advertising media company. And it's like, I don't know if he's probably a billionaire. But he doesn't have enough money to buy the Jets. But that's like his goal. Like, I want to make as much. I want to buy the Jets. And when I buy the Jets, there's going to be a place at the stadium where I put that jersey my mom made.
Aww.
And he's like a
I kind of want that to happen now.
He's like a motivational speaker because he understands markets. He understands people, right? He meets with all kind of people about their businesses. He runs like I saw a couple of videos where he would take some like small business people and invite them to dinner, and it was just like, ask me any question you want. And he was just helping people. So he's very, like, one of the things he said is, someone asked him, you know, as a small business owner, like, how can I get my employees to care as much as me?
Right.
And he looked at that guy and he said, you're asking the wrong question. Nobody's ever going to care as much as you.
Exactly.
How you need to frame it is, what can you do for them?
Right.
Right? So this kind of made me think, right? Like nobody's going to care as much as you.
Right.
But they got to show up.
Exactly.
Like, you have to show up.
Right.
Right?
Right.
That was my point anyways. Nobody's going to care as much as you.
That was a good trail, though.
It was a good rabbit hole. I like that
We
guy.
should get that guy in the cabana.
Yeah. When was the last time you had a millionaire in your cabana? Oh.
My sister.
Okay. When was the last time you had a...
A legitimate millionaire?
Well, what's the definition of millionaire?
Someone who has $1 million. Oh, that wouldn't be her.
The definition is net worth. Right?
Okay, that would be her.
And I think, unfortunately, I count. What? But, not by much. But, like, you know, like a legit, like, you've never had a legit, like, superstar here, have you?
The local news guy.
Well, yes, that guy is a legend. Mr.
Wayne Garcia. Yes.
If you're watching this, Wayne, we miss you
He's
over here.
not watching it.
Well, he's retired.
Why would he
He's
waste
retired.
it? But why would he waste his time watching this shit?
That's a very good question. Why are we wasting our time doing this shit? Because it's fun.
And it involves alcohol. And potato chips.
Potato chips that I'm not supposed to eat.
Mm-hmm.
Well, oh man. Speaking of potato chips, well, tortilla chips, not potato chips. Christina and I went out on an overnight date on Saturday. So we get a hotel and go out to dinner. And, yeah. And we went to Husong and Larry's. You know that place?
Yes.
So we went there. Christina was like, well, where should we eat? And we're looking around. And I'm like, what about Husong and Larry's? She was like, oh yeah, I went there with Stephanie and her mom one time. The food was really good. Okay, let's go there. So we go there. We eat in the bar. It's like a 45-minute wait. We eat in the bar. They come out with the chips and the salsa.
Oh.
Right? I mean, any good Mexican restaurant has quality chips and salsa.
Better.
Yeah, or it's not good. Well, I start eating, Christina starts eating. She dips it in the salsa, she eats it. She's like, this salsa is garbage. Let's just get an appetizer and go. But it took them so long to bring the appetizers out, we had 3 baskets of chips.
Oh, wow.
Guess how high my blood sugar was? I broke the 300 mark. Oh, sorry, sir. I broke the 300 mark.
Wow. I have no idea what that means, but I imagine it's bad.
That's twice my upper limit. And my upper limit isn't even that good.
Here's to twice your upper limit.
How is your brother, by the way? Perfect segue.
No, but I want to go back to something that my brain was on.
Okay.
But doggone it, I lost track.
But don't let me forget, because I wanted to ask how he's doing.
We're going to see him this weekend. We're going down there this weekend to help out.
Help out with what?
So far, I think he's doing all right.
Maybe that gave him a jolt?
What was I?
That .30?
Oh! I remember what came to my mind when you were yammering on about, as soon as you said, you know, we're going out, you know, that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. My brain immediately went to,
Oui, oui.
Everybody has a wee wee, it's the French.
Speaking of France, rabbit hole. Say your story before I change the subject.
So, I was showing someone, who was it? I was showing someone something that, yes, I've got it marked on my calendar, on my phone. I show it. See? Right there. And she goes, wait, what's that? Naked Day?
Was it Wednesday?
And I'm like, oh, Naked Day. Well, yeah. She goes, what is Naked Day? She's thinking it's some Portlandia thing. No, it's not. It is the day that my daughter went off to college. The last child. So in my house, I can walk around naked.
Oh, yeah.
And it does not matter.
This is empty.
Well, of course, my wife still doesn't like me walking around naked.
Well, I mean, if I had to look at that.
Yeah.
Speaking of France.
Yeah, speaking of France.
I heard today there's an area that used to be 426 square miles, which is huge, right?
But now it's 419.
Now it's shrunk down to the size of Paris in France that you cannot go. It's illegal to go there.
Oh.
Because there's so many bodies from World War I and World War II, and so many untapped bombs and munitions that you can't go there. It's illegal for you to go there.
Like, who would go?
The size of Paris?
We should go. That'd be fun.
I don't want to step on a landmine.
You first.
No. Yeah, I learned that today. So that was Kid Rock told me that.
You gotta believe Kid Rock.
Well, they looked it up on the internet too.
You gotta believe
they verified
the internet.
it. Well, they verified it. But yeah, I thought that was crazy.
That is. Yeah, people still find stuff from World War One.
I know. Well, it was from World War I and World War II, and there was so many bodies piled up, they just left them.
Yeah.
Gross.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
That's like there was a hurricane. It was one of the worst human losses in the U.S. It hit Galveston. I don't remember the year, and basically because this was early 1900s, I believe, so it completely submerged Galveston. Yeah. 6,000 people died. So they had no place to bury them. They just took them out to sea and dumped the bodies, and then they washed ashore. Yeah.
That was smart thinking.
Well, that's like blowing up a whale at seaside.
That's going to go over well.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why we're done that way. That's really sad.
Yeah, that's sad.
We don't want to end on that one.
You ruined it.
Of course, he likes it.
Well.
Oh, I love dead bodies. Oh!
Don't forget my parrot.
And his cockroach.
Yeah, that's a good place for his cockroach. I mean, everybody wants their cockroach in their mouth.
Don't get me started. Oh, man.
You screwed up.
Oh! Poor Skinny.
There you go.
Yeah, he's eating his cockroach.
His cockroach is pooping in his nose.
We really should end this.
How should we end this? I'm not even drunk, man. You're hammered still.
I'm not hammered.
Well, you laughed pretty hard when I said, "How's your brother?"
No, the segue
was perfect. It was perfect. All right, let's end it on the perfect segue. Here's to all one of you watching. May you have a perfect segue into the next portion of your second, minute, hour, day, life, wife, whatever. May you have a perfect segue.
Segues.
Segues.
Cheers.
Cheers.